Here are the answers from yesterday's learning. Remember, I did say if you were finding the layout of the questions a bit confusing, that you could just solve it separately and record your answers. So pause the video and check carefully to make sure you are correct. We are continuing today to solve word problems, and we're going to be solving word problems using length. We learned a little bit about length when we were back in school together. Let's remind ourselves of what we know about fractions that might come in helpful when we're solving word problems involving length. On the screen are two words. Can you read them? Well done. We've got numerator and denominator. Pause the video and see if you can explain what these words mean. A denominator tells us the total number of equal parts a whole has been divided into. And the numerator tells us the number of equal parts we are counting. What fraction of my shape is shaded? Can you write it down? My denominator is going to be 4 because there are 4 equal parts. My numerator is going to be 1 because I'm counting one of those 4 equal parts. So the fraction that's shaded is 1/4. As well as finding the fraction of a shape, we also know how to find the fraction of an amount. So if I asked you to find 1/4 of 12, what would you do? Pause the video, see if you can remember. To find 1/4 of 12, we would take 12 and split it into 4 equal parts. We would divide it by 4, and we would look at one of those parts. So on the screen, I've put 12 dots into 4 different spaces, and there are 3 dots in each space. So I know that 1/4 of 12 is 3. We're going to be using all of this knowledge today to help us solve word problems. So let's get started. On the screen is a piece of ribbon. Can you read how long the piece of ribbon is? Correct, the piece of ribbon is 30 centimetres long. Sam used 1/3 of the piece of ribbon. We need to work out how long is the piece of ribbon that Sam used. Let's have a look together. Sam used 1/3. If I want to find 1/3 of something, how many equal pieces will I split it into? Do I look at the numerator to find this, or do I look at the denominator? I need to look at the denominator, and I know that I need to split my ribbon into 3 equal pieces, and then I can find one of those 3 pieces. I can find 1/3. Here is my ribbon, and I have split it into 3 equal pieces. Do you think you could show this with a number sentence? Pause the video and see if you can write down a number sentence. We would write 30 divided by 3 because our piece of ribbon is 30 centimetres long and we are dividing it into 3 equal parts. Do you think you could solve 30 divided by 3? Pause the video and see if you can work it out. To solve 30 divided by 3, I'm going to take 3 tens and I'm going to divide them into 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. How many are in each group? Correct, 1 10. So I know 30 divided by 3 is 10. We could also use our knowledge of multiplication. We could use the inverse. If 10 times 3 is 30, then 30 divided by 3 will be? Correct, 10. Now that we know that Sam used 10 centimetres of the ribbon, let's see if we can prove that our answer is correct. Can you draw a bar model to show how you'd work out what 1/3 of the piece of ribbon is? Pause the video, see if you can do it. Let's have a look together. I'm going to start with Sam, and I'm going to draw a bar to show the piece of ribbon. How long was the piece of ribbon? It was 30 centimetres long. We know Sam used 1/3, so we know we need to divide the ribbon into 3 equal parts. Sam used one of those parts. Sam used 1/3. We used our number sentence, 30 divided by 3, to find out that this was 10 centimetres. So here is my bar model and number sentence to prove my answer is correct. Now it's your turn to have a go at a word problem of your own. I would like you to go to page 128 and solve the problem here. When you've done that, if you found it easy and you'd like a challenge, you can go and answer question 2 and the mind workout. These are a little bit tricky, so give them a go, but if you don't understand, you can always send Miss Downing or Miss Lopez a message. Well done, Year 3. We have now finished our fractions unit. Miss Lopez and I are really proud of you all. You've worked so hard on a really tricky topic and you didn't give up. So give yourselves a big pat on the back and round of applause. Next week we'll be doing one final maths topic and then we've got lots of exciting things planned for the last week of term. Have a wonderful Friday and a brilliant weekend. Bye!